I'm flying with British Airways today in their Club Suites business class, and I'll be travelling over 3,000 miles all the way to Riyadh in Saudi Arabia. With a flight time of 6 hours, I'll have plenty of time to review the onboard service, seat, and dining. But first, let's check out the business class lounge on the ground here at BA's home base, Heathrow Terminal 5. British Airways have dedicated business class check-in counters at Zone A and B on the north side of the terminal, which is located right by the public transport access. After checking in and getting my visa documents okayed, I was able to make use of the North Fast Track Security channel. There's also another Fast Track Security available on the south end. The North Fast Track conveniently drops you pretty much outside the Club North Lounge, although, depending on where you're going, you might not want to use this one. There are actually 3 different BA business lounges in Terminal 5. Both the North and South lounges are in the main terminal building with the A gates, which are mainly used for short-haul flights. The South lounge is by far the largest, with everything you'd expect like buffet dining, self-serve drinks, and plenty of seating. The North lounge has the same food and drinks, but has an indoor-outdoor style terrace, similar to the First and Concord lounges. Although, these 2 lounges do get fairly busy at times, so if you're flying long haul from the B or C gates, like I am today, then I'd recommend hopping on the train to the T5B satellite terminal to experience the much quieter Club Lounge B gates. Quick warning, I wouldn't recommend using this lounge if you're departing from the A gates, as you can't take the train back and you'll have to walk back using the underground tunnel. Anyway, let's head up the escalator and check out the lounge. Of course, there's the same food options available in this lounge too, with a hot buffet, soups, and cold options with sandwiches and a salad bar. Although the bar I'm more interested in is this self-serve bar with beers, wines, soft drinks, and spirits. There's a coffee station too, but for me, I'll just grab a glass of champagne and relax until boarding. Top tip from me, BA only stock Prosecco in the ice buckets now, but if you ask the lounge staff, they should be able to pour you a glass of champagne from the back. And it wouldn't be a proper BA lounge review without me roasting the toilets, so, as you can tell, only the finest sterile hospital decor was used here, and if you're wondering, the showers are styled in the exact same way. But don't worry, even first-class customers get the same experience in the Concord room, BA's best lounge. Hopefully they get around to refurbishing these soon. Right, it's time to board, so I made my way out of the lounge and towards gate B34, where my 777-200ER was waiting for me. Business class passengers are able to make use of priority boarding and board as part of Group 2. Down the jet bridge and onto the plane, the crew pointed me to my seat for today, 8K. I got comfortable in my seat and the crew offered me a choice of pre-departure beverage, either orange juice or champagne, and you know which one I went for. As everyone else was getting settled, the crew passed through with the business class menu for today. And not long after, it was time to push back, so I got my 3-point seatbelt fastened and took in the views as we approached the runway. A hot towel was provided straight after takeoff, and once the seatbelt sign had been turned off, the crew came to take my meal order. There's a 3-course lunch service up first, followed by a lighter meal just before landing in the evening. While that was being prepared, I was given another glass of champagne and a pack of mixed nuts. Most airlines tend to present these in a small bowl, and I feel like it would definitely make it feel a bit more premium if BA did this here too, but it's definitely not the end of the world. The crew made sure to keep my champagne topped up until my starter was ready to be served. First up, I went for the British roast beef with sun-dried tomatoes, grilled corn, and béarnaise sauce. This tasted great, and I particularly enjoyed the béarnaise sauce. For my main course, I chose the grilled marinated king prawns in a slow roasted tomato sauce with basmati rice and steamed broccoli. Oh wait, before I dig in, let me make sure I close my suite door. Ah, that's better. I also enjoyed this course and cleaned up my plate before being served my final dessert course, the fresh seasonal fruit. I've said this before, but I usually find that fruit in the sky comes a bit too hard, and it was definitely the case here today. I probably should have gone for the souffle, but anyway, the rest was good and my table was cleared up. British Airways provides business class passengers with a black leather amenity kit in partnership with the White Company. Inside, you'll find an eye mask, socks, earplugs, dental kit, lip balm, moisturizer, pulse point oil, and a pen. It's a decent kit with all the things you'd want for a 6-hour flight. Speaking of flight time, I've got a few hours to kill, so I'll head to the toilets before getting ready for bed. There's nothing particularly special to highlight here, these are standard sized plane toilets in the usual style. The business cabin does get these extra White Company branded amenities, but apart from that, it's the same as economy. The sun was setting, and back at my seat, I decided to make up my bed. BA provides a very thin mattress topper, but the shape looks like it was designed for the old school Club World seat. There's also a duvet cover and a very plush pillow that I quite like. I got tucked in, not forgetting to close my suite door, and crashed out for a few hours. Good night. I didn't end up sleeping too much, so I decided to grab some snacks from the club kitchen. You can find this in the galley between the larger rear business cabin and the smaller front cabin that I'm sitting in. I got an ice cream and a pack of cashews, and the crew poured me another glass of champagne. I went back to my seat, enjoyed my snacks, and watched some videos on my phone for a bit. As we started approaching Saudi airspace, I was told the alcohol had to be finished and sealed in line with local laws. So, I guess I'm on the water now. Not to worry, as the pre-landing meal was on its way. I opted for the roasted chicken with honey mustard on ciabatta bread, more warm bakery bread with butter on the side, and a ginger creme caramel to finish things off. Before I wrap things up, I'll do a quick seat tour from earlier footage in the flight. Straight ahead is the 18.5-inch IFE screen. The tray table can be pulled out from below. There's plenty of storage on the side here, with international power and the remote inside this one, another small storage space here, another scratched storage space here, which has a vanity mirror and holds the amenity kit alongside the bottle of water, and another storage space just below the seat, so hopefully you won't run out of space. There's a touchscreen for the adjustable seat controls with physical buttons on the side for preset positions, a small reading light, no individual air nozzles, a height adjustable armrest, and of course, a staple of any modern business class seat, a closable door. Anyway, that's pretty much it. As we started descending towards Riyadh, let's talk about how much this flight cost me. A one-way cash ticket on this route would typically cost about £4,300, or almost $5,500. Thankfully, I was able to book this flight using Avios, which would normally come to 80,000 Avios off-peak and £175 in taxes using reward flight saver pricing. For this booking though, I made use of one of my Barclays Avios Rewards upgrade vouchers to reduce the price to 42,500 Avios and the same £175 in taxes. Overall, I think British Airways offers a pretty good business class product. It's definitely not industry leading when compared to the likes of Qatar Airways, but it's definitely a huge step up from the old Club World seat in my opinion. The lounge, particularly the B-Gates one, is a decent space to grab a bite and drink before the flight. The lounge furniture has been recently replaced, but the next big thing to do would be the toilets. Please. The seat on board was comfortable, the meal service was fine, and the crew were incredibly kind and friendly. By the way, if anyone is visiting here, I definitely recommend checking out the Edge of the World. It's about a 2-hour drive from Riyadh and was super impressive. The pictures don't do it justice. Let me know what you thought of British Airways Club Suites in the comments, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Till next time.